Hello and a warm welcome, dear customer. Today I would like to use this opportunity and talk about the management program. The motor management program, what we like to provide to you is a single module program which describes all the services which are possible to get in your plant a better availability, efficiency, and let your production running smoothly. At first, I would like to introduce a little bit ourselves, our large drives product portfolio. We drive efficiency and reliability, so that you can see a little bit more about our products: motor, low voltage, high voltage, middle voltage, industrial product as well, the inverter, then ring motors and so on, lower motors, which also part of Siemens, but only with a different name, like Osram as a 100% Siemens daughter, but only with their own name, Osram. Then middle voltage applications and also tractions. You see a little bit now our branches, where we are. It's oil and gas, chemical, pulp and paper, also long distance with the train, cement, mining, steel, each areas where Siemens sold out drives. Now we go a little bit more in detail about the challenge and your visions, because we think we can help you to improve your existing maintenance and let you maximize equipment availability, minimize the downtime, which costs you a lot of money. We also goes in cost reduction and repair and rewind, minimize investment life cycle costing, optimize the utilization of maintenance and service resources, and as well increase equipment availability. This is what we like to talk about. You see, these 5 sentences shows the whole approach where you have to fight every day in your plant. A comprehensive, flexible program like preventive, corrective is a foundation of the reliability. We have created some house, which you can see here, with 5 pillars. In these 5 pillars, we describe now all the modules which are necessary to running in your plant, to running in your maintenance, existing maintenance, with your existing maintenance, to get a better reliability. As you can see, for example, in the first one, the 24-hour emergency response, preventive maintenance, but as well storage and maintenance in the third one. Each modules are combinable with each other ones in this house. So I would like to go inside the house and would like to show you now a little bit preventive maintenance. What means with predictive and preventive maintenance? The point is that we take care about your plant in advance so as to preclude unscheduled downtimes. Because during this time now, it's one of the biggest approach in your company that you have unscheduled downtimes and the efficiency, that you need maybe too much power or the motor breaks too much and too often down. So, but we would like to achieve the optimum on availability in your plant. As you can see, predictive maintenance, it's like a visual inspection, vibration analysis, but also monitoring system check. What we like to do is to combine the modules in the case what you really want. If you have oil analysis or machine with sleeve bearings which are running on oil, you will need an oil analysis. But now, is it also the question how often you need it? Is it a critical motor? Is it a non-critical? Is it only a motor which is running maybe once per month for 2 hours? But if it's really a critical motor, we will have this predictive maintenance maybe on each week the analysis. It's not so expensive, but would be one of the module which we selected for you, same as a thermography. If you are in the special area with the motors or the drives, we have to do thermography from time to time. It depends how critical is it. The vibration analysis or the visual inspection, this could be done always or during every 2 hours. The visual inspection, for example, is very, very important. For example, you have sleeve bearings with the oil running. You can see with the visual inspection is the oil running out. If you find out that the oil running out, you have maybe 2 hours before the motor breakdown. So that means we have to take care with the oil analysis, and if we get the oil analysis back from the laboratory, that we can see what is here the viscosity on this oil, and then we can say what is the trend of the motor. Same with the insulation measurement. From time to time, or on the critical motor very often, we have to do the insulation measurement according where your motor stay and how critical is it. The insulation measurement means that we really measuring if the resin, what is on the coils maybe, is that okay? Is that the right measuring? The data's okay? Or we have to do something, we have to rewind them maybe in a couple of months. Because this would be mean that you have take care about maybe some invest, because a rewind is very expensive, especially if you have a big motors. This is here a predictive maintenance. If we go further, we have a preventive. Preventive maintenance means also filter cleaning. So, but here with the preventive predictive maintenance, we will also include your existing maintenance. They have to do something. After we create the plannings for the maintenance, filter cleaning could be done by your people. It's the same as we will teach you maybe, or your existing maintenance, how to change bearings or prepare the inspection plans for the next one. Check the drive, because you have to understand only 6% of the motor himself will break down by himself. 94% of this reason to break down, it's a problem of the personnel, of the connected maybe gears or belt what is on the motor, or that he's overloaded, he have electric picks on it, which is too much, and so on. But only 6% is the motor the problem. So it could be also the alignment, that on the basement the alignment would be wrong. We have to control them, especially if you are staying in an area where the vibration always very high. So means maybe in the steel industry, where really the belt running with the steel on it, it's a big vibration on it. So we have to check maybe this alignment once per week. Air water cooling system check. It's also very important, because without air in the hot area, your motor will break down immediately after a short while. So here we have the preventive maintenance, but a lot of preventive maintenance will be done by the existing maintenance what you already have. We will not replace it. We will work together, and they have to learn from a manufacturer how to handle something. But all of this, what you see here in the slides, are single modules which we can combine in advance according to your existing equipment. And this is very important. Your advantage on this is a modern technology for predictive the motor service life, via production outstage, and maximize the reliability of motor system. And why Siemens? Worldwide service organization, fast response to requirements and faster service processing. Access to a wide variety. You have to understand we have a network worldwide. And if we have a repair center here in Mexico, which is certified, he will be controlled always also according to the quality what he works out. For that reason, we make a contract with our third-party partner and we control them. Always, frequently. And we improve the quality of the worker with training, and that we involve this in all the cases which are necessary that your plant later on running smoothly. We go back to the flexible program. As you see, we have also overhaul, repair, rewind, optimizing, reduction. It's really now important that we go together and have a look. What is your existing maintenance? What they do? What is your existing equipment? How it looks like? How old is it? What is the status quo of your equipment? You already have it? Please provide the data and we will select for you the modules which makes really sense for your application. It could be also a point storage and maintenance. It's very important because you know all commercial coming and ask, hey, reduce the assessment, the assets. It's very important because for a commercial assets reduce also the profit. So that means if we take care about the storage, if we take care about the existing equipment, that we know the status quo, and we can decide with you and with your maintenance the trend of the motor, that we can see that we have planned shutdowns, we can order the spare parts, all the necessary equipment for the repair weeks maybe before. That means you do not have assets in your storage. The combinable modules, you can see on the next slide now. It's a little bit described here in detail when we talk together on the table. But now you can see a little bit what is in overhaul, repair and rewind. You can see what is condition monitoring. Condition monitoring could be also that we have a remote access. Some companies allowed to send this data via web. Other one, they have a connection cable to the existing engineering to have a look in a preventive, predictive maintenance. But important is it, especially by the critical motors, which hurts your production line, that we have a such condition monitoring. It could be only the vibration test. It could be also lubrication. But the most important will be the vibration. And do you know how much mistakes we can make in the vibration measurings? If maybe two persons do it, they use a different point on the motor to measuring. So the best is we use maybe some tools which are fixed, aligned on the motor with sensors, with a remote control which send automatically maybe 10 data per second to your laptop, to your computer. The analysis of that, our construction and our engineering will help you and to do this for you. Especially that you have an unexpected breakdown. The same on-site service. The most important is, it depends how big your equipment and how critical your equipment, we will place one or two guys or maybe more, it's up to you, as a permanent staying in your plant for this predictive, preventive and corrective maintenance. During that time, your existing maintenance will get a training from our guys and will learn to handle in preventive and predictive cases what they have to do. As you can see here, sure, nothing is free of charge. But let us talk about your invest in this motor management program and what you have on customer savings. Once for sure, you come down from the unplanned shutdowns to planned shutdowns. Later on, we will give you a little bit example how it looks like and how it will be the benefit for you. But in rest of this MMP is a predictive preventing service, operating management, data analysis, reporting, support, etc. This we will provide it to you. And your benefit will be 24 hours, 7 days emergency report, extend acquire life cycle costs, reduction on repair costs, reduction on total maintenance costs, and so on. But now you have to think about a little bit to invest to get a big benefit out. And sure, let me tell you, we cannot promise that you have from the first day on a benefit. But we will keep the right KPIs inside, maybe mean times between failures. But you will see the first half year, we call them the implementation phase, will be the time where we get the real status quo on your equipment. And another half year is to align with your existing maintenance what we have to do, and we already started after 6 months after first phase to do the predictive maintenance, and we promise that you will see after 1 year the first benefit. Maybe it's not high, but you will see definitely the first benefit what you have with maybe unplanned or planned shutdowns, meantime between failures, and cost savings. As you can see on the levels and deadlines here on the slide, we also prepared already some deadlines, maybe from the voltage limited on the converter operations, motor mounting, or we have it also for vibration. Everything is already designed, described, and we can only start if you say yes. Our motor management program activities. Here a little bit that you can see where we are and where we start. And sure, if you have a look to Mexico, we started now. But we have good results in other countries where we are, where we have our repair center, where our regions strong and support very strong to the customer. But this is only a small overview. If you put everything on it, you will never see that it's a map of countries. But let us go a little bit to the references of MMP. One important maybe is China and USA. We have here a tire company where we work very close in many years. Very interesting is also Turkey, a refinery where we have numbers and figures where we show you later on. And also is interesting maybe some company in Germany, a power plant. This was a really challenge for us because the power plant can only shut down for a service during a water low period in the river. And this will be only for 3 or 4 weeks in the summertime. So that means I have to go maybe with 30 people on site during this low water period and make the whole service for the next period of running during these 2 or 3 weeks. And we did it. Customers satisfied because we did it. Interesting is also numbers and figures of Tüpraş. Tüpraş, it's oil and gas company in Turkey, and we take over here 2,000 motors in our responsibility. During the first year, we comes down from 72 unplanned shutdowns to 12 planned shutdowns. And now think about how much money is it for you if you can come down from a lot of unplanned shutdowns, because in unplanned shutdowns you need much more time to investigate something, to order the spare parts, to get the spare parts, and then reassemble again, test it, put it back in the production. If you have a planned shutdown, is it much easier for you and save a lot of money? Because if we know, according our trend analysis, in this deadline slides what I show you, we can say maybe in 2 weeks, 4 weeks, or maybe in 2 months, we need maybe a change of the bearings. So we can order the bearings before, and at this moment where we have the shutdown, we comes in with all the planned resources, and then the repair maybe will need only to change the bearing maybe 2 days. Now think about how many times you have before on changing the bearings on a motor. This was a decrease of 83% in Dypras. And by the way, we have won, I will say, an award as the best service provider for the oil and gas companies whole in Turkey, according to this approach here. You see here, we take care about 485 motors for maintenance, 440 insulation tests, 1900 vibration tests. It's a lot of, because on these 2000 motors we talk about maybe 50 or 60 critical motors, 300 middle in the critical phase, and the rest is non-critical, which we can maybe focus once per month or bi-weekly. The tire company give us numbers and figures, and this is this is not our figures, and we're not created by ourselves, but this is fact. The tire companies save in the 5th year $1.7 million on 1,250 motors where we take care. In year 1 we start with higher costs, 500,000 was it the invest for the motor management program. In year 2 we see the first progress, and if you see the third diagram here on the pages, we already reduce from these numbers the invest. So it's a real benefit on 1.738 million. In year 1 we removed 28 motors according our condition monitoring. In year 2 we see the first progress. No saving in the first year, but in the second year progress. And you see on the right side what we have done. Vibration analysis, application engineering, electrical testing. The on-site corrective service was inside inspection, testing, repair in large motors, and in-shop repair service was all necessary repairs which coming out. Root cause failure analysis, which was very, very important for this company, because as I told you before, 6% it's only the problem of the motor. 94% it's some different reasons. And that's very important that we have that. And we have the ISO certification program in progress for this company. As you can see in the first diagram, how the service goes down if we have a preventive predictive maintenance. Let us come back now to the customer objectives. Summarize this a little bit. We like to maximize motor reliability, so that means we like to improve motor reliability, minimize investment, life cycle costing, minimize downtime. The second one is optimize the efficiency of maintenance and optimize utilization of maintenance resources, utilize maintenance budget more effectively, improve quality of motor repairs. And the third one, the last one, reduce inventory investment. You know, you remember on the assets? Fine. But you can see, and you saw it before now in these pages, that we have a lot of modules which can help you to run with a higher efficiency and availability with your whole equipment. The point is now to ask how to improve. So, dear customer, if you have now questions, please feel free and contact our colleague Fernando Millman for the answers. Send us an email, please call us, and we will answer each request in time, that you get a feeling how fast we are and what we do. Thank you very much.